All right, now I'm going to show you the example for SiF6 2-. So firstly, we look at how many electrons silicon has. It is in group 4, so it has 4 electrons, plus fluorine has 7 multiplied by 6. Just a sec. My multiplication is terrible. 42. And since we have a 2- charge, that means that compound has gained 2 electrons. So we plus another 2. So the total is 4 plus 7 times 6 plus 2, 48 electrons in total. So now we have to look at which one should be the central. Since silicon is to the left of fluorine and down, silicon is going to be the central. Also, by looking at the compound, you have 1 silicon and 6 fluorines. Silicon is going to be the central atom anyway. So we write silicon in the middle. We form the bonds with fluorine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 fluorines. I complete the octet for the fluorine because all the terminal atoms should have an octet. Okay, just remember this represents 2 electrons. Now, since silicon only has 4 valence electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4 that shared to make this covalent bond came from silicon. But then I have these 2 bonds that were made. So now we're going to figure out how they were made. This is where coordinate covalent comes in. Since fluorine is more electronegative than silicon, 2 atoms of fluorine, I'm going to indicate these 2, came in to form that bond as fluorine minus. This means 2 of these fluorines, so 1 of them and another one, gained an extra electron. So they all came in, 2 of them, with 8 valences. So these 2, this one and this one, came in with extra valences, meaning they had 8. This one had 8. These all had 7. So they can make the shared pair with the valence from silicon to make the normal covalent bond. But since these fluorines had 8, what they did is the extra that it had, it pushed it to form a covalent bond with silicon. So we add these arrows showing that these 2 fluorines had the extra electron, and instead of sharing one with silicon, because silicon has no more to share, they used their extra electron to form that covalent bond. Okay, so this one we call coordinate covalent, both of these. Okay, these 2 are coordinate covalents, and the arrow pointing in shows that fluorine is sharing its extra electron with silicon to make that coordinate covalent bond. Now the structure is not complete yet. I've done this. I'm going to count whether I've got enough electrons or not. So I've got 8, 8, 8, 8. 8 times 6 is 48. I'm going to double check that. 8 times 6 is 48. So I've got all the electrons accounted for. But since this whole structure has a charge, I need to add a bracket to my structure, like so, and put 2-. So now my Lewis structure is complete. I've shown my coordinate covalence. All my electrons are accounted for. I have my bracket and 2- charge since my structure has a 2- charge. and it is done.